So, might start a new series called Tinia's Tales of Tedium or something. But anyway, here's the story of why I like marble bums or sculptured bums. Anyway, it goes back to my university day, well, my first university days, a picture of which is here. I think this is like a year after the story I'm going to tell you. But a wee side story is this photograph. The reason I look like I was starved for 3 days and handed a bag of edibles is because I'd just pulled an all-nighter. That was back in the days when you had computer labs, 24-hour access at universities, because not everybody had a computer in the house. So just pulled an all-nighter, gets back, and the ex went, nah, you'll hate to take the bairns after all. So this photograph is like 36 hours later. So anyway, I think that's like from about the next year. So yeah, that's like, so there we were, first year class, lecture, Italian Renaissance sculpture, the whole year's there. So we're talking a good couple of hundred people, you know, in the hall, and the lecture guys up there doing, you know, big screen. Like, it's like a cinema, basically. I can't remember the name of the lecture hall, but it's like cinema anyway. And that's where the first year lectures were. So I was a mature student at that point, well, kind of mature. So it's apparently they called it the knitting gallery. It's where the clump of mature students would sit. They always clump together, especially places like that. So anyway, Italian Renaissance sculpture. So another B-side story with that one. It's like, there you go. It's like a couple of hundred students, right? Library, 2 copies to go around everybody. And you had to use this book, like, you had no choice no matter. You had to use this book. And the difference with normal universities and the one I went to, it's like between a couple of hundred people. They did actually expect you to buy your own copy of this book there. Being St Andrews, 120 quid? Oh, no problem. 90 quid in the second-hand shop. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Figured it out. I could photocopy the whole thing and the binder for 45 quid. So that's what I've done, and I've still got it up the stairs. Anyway, there we were, sitting in the lecture theatre, Italian Renaissance sculpture. We're getting on to, like, you know, the patrons, the cities and things like that. And we were on to Florence. And we're on to, like, the Davids, because David's the patron, you know, David and Goliath, yada, yada. You've got, like, you know, Michelangelo's David and things like that. And then they get on to onto Donatello's David, which is one of my favourites, but not just because of the story. So we've got Donatello's, and, like, the guy, the lecturer, it was a good laugh. Can't mind his name either, but he was a good laugh. And that, and so he'd been going, and yes, and waffle. And like Michelangelo, there was speculation on whether Donatello was gay. So, and then, like, flicks to this, like, you know, the picture of Donatello's David. It's like 14, mid-1400s. I can't mind exactly, but I think it's about then. Anyway, Donatello's David, here we are. So he's like, yes, and the speculation on whether he's gay and all the rest of it. And, like, we're all sitting there in the mature students clump going, well, I don't know if there's much speculation there, like, yes, blah, blah, blah. And he got to the height of, and it's like, yes, well, there were indications that he might have those leanings. And he gets to hear that at this point, I couldn't hold it back, and I just went, you think? Loud in front of everybody, which made him laugh, and the rest of the audience just like, we're talking like 18-year-old very rich people, basically making up the rest of the audience. Well, but to be fair, the rest of the people I was with were a wee bit taken aback as well. Like, they just went, you could hear the intake, and it was like, oh shit, I said that out loud. So the guy's laughing, and he's like, well, he says, I was going to go into, like, if you look there, like it says, I was going to go into the way that the feathers, he's carefully crafted the feathers, going up into the crotch area and like tickling areas that we won't go into here, blah, blah, blah. And things, you know, so the hands on the hips could be another indicator. Now he says, like, what did it for you? I says, well, personally, I think that very handcrafted arse there is all the indication you need to what sexuality Donatello was really. And the whole place just erupted in laughter, and it was very embarrassing, but I couldn't help myself. So yeah, and ever since then, I've had a soft spot for sculptured arses. So there you go. There's the story. Hope you enjoyed it, and there may be others coming soon. Bye.